guys, it's Liz here with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about how I do my scrub ombre. So I've already built my nails. I actually use the technique that I have in another video where I use a sticker. So I'm going to be using two dips. These are from Hangry Dips. Sugar Maple is that really pretty red color that you saw in the beginning photo. And then Sinister is their black color. It's a very rich black color, and I've been finding it pretty easy to work with. So those are the two that I'm going to be using. I always like to put like the darker color that I'm going to ombre into a cupcake liner, because I like to just dip the tip of my fingernail in there and then kind of scrub that color up onto my finger. And I also am using this smaller eyeshadow brush. This is a Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush, and I like these because the tighter bristles, the little smaller brushes, can really scrub in that color. It works a little bit better than those fluffy brushes. So I'm also going to be using my triple vitamin liquids for this, and it says fast drying on there, but I don't find them to be too quick. They give me enough time to work, and you need a little bit slower drying liquids for this method. I mean, you don't want them to be like really slow because you don't want to scrub off the color, but you don't want them to be really fast because you've got to have time to work, and you've got to work pretty fast for this as well, because you want to make sure that you have time to get everything done. So I do have my brush. I use one of these little stiff bristled nail cleaning brushes to kind of wipe off all the excess for that, but I will use a fluffy brush just to kind of get the dust off after I dip, because you don't want to have too much color on your fingernail when you go to scrub in the black. And I kind of figured that out after I did the first one, and I was getting red dip into my black. I was like, oh no. So yeah, you can kind of see the first one I kind of messed up like that. So I also want to say that you want to have everything kind of almost in an assembly line when you're doing this, because you want them to like one right after the other, because you're gonna have to do it really quickly. So, you know, have that the cupcake liner or the dip that you're going to be dipping in, and then immediately you want to clean up your cuticle line, and then you want to dust off extra and then quickly scrub in that color. So you know, you got to make sure, because you got to do this quickly, you got to make sure that everything is set up before you even get started, and that is going to make this a lot more successful if you are, you know, good to go before you even get started. Do that initial prep and you will be more successful. So that first dip is just kind of getting an outline of where you want your color to be, how far up you want it to be. And then that second dip is really going to be cleaning any areas up that you might have missed. And I do have a little part at the end of this video, if you stay tuned, where I show you, like, if you did miss any places at the end, or if you do file too harshly and get into the color a little bit and make some bald spots, I do have a way that you can fix that. Just make sure that you catch the end of the video, and I will show you exactly how to do that as well. And I do clear coat this. I do encapsulate this in a clear coat. You want to make sure that you're doing that, so to try and prevent you from filing off that color, but I ended up doing it anyway. But so at the end of the video, I will show you how to correct any of those mistakes. Okay, and I'm sorry guys, I talk a lot in these videos, but I want to make sure that I give you all the information so that you can be successful in doing manis like this or other manis like this. So I did want to add about the tips. I really enjoyed making these tips. I know that they're not going to stay on me for very long because I can't do anything with nails this long, but they're super fun. But when I did these with the sticker, the best way to do a whole hand and be successful is to kind of get one started and let it dry a little bit and then start on the other one. Because if you're trying to do them, I tried to do them all at the same time. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just stick those stickers on there and then I'm gonna dip them all, but it did not work out like that. So just doing like one sticker, get it stuck on there, really good, dip it, let it set, and then start on the next one. I found that to be a little bit more successful doing it that way. And again, learn from my mistakes so that you are more successful than I am your first time around. Of course, all of these things do take some experimenting and, finding out what works best for you, and even watching different videos, because my video may not be the best way for you. So, try this out. If it doesn't work for you, find some more videos, or find some more videos before you even start. And that way you can kind of take the bits and pieces that you like from all of the videos that you've watched and then create your own kind of technique that works best for you. All right, so we're on to the second dip, and I sped this up a lot for you because pretty much the process is the same from here. And I did the pour over method, so I poured it over, then dipped my tip in there and scrubbed it up as far up as I wanted it. And I feel like, dipping that tip of your finger in there and then scrubbing up, kind of like pushing that dip, that darker color onto your tip, really helps to get it concentrated onto that tip a little bit better than just getting on the brush and trying to scrub it on there. I mean, obviously, if you just want kind of like a little hint of color, you can just get a little bit on the brush and just kind of scrub it up. And that's what I kind of do in the middle. I'll just kind of like take it out and just kind of scrub it up as far as I want it to. And that makes that really nice, subtle ombre for that. So this is pretty much it for this part. If y'all have any questions about what I've said so far, please make sure that you leave a comment and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I just want to thank you all so much for watching my videos. I love doing this kind of stuff for y'all, and it is amazing that I have even the few followers that I do. I really appreciate all of you, all of my followers, all of my subscribers. Thank you so much for watching my videos and hanging out with me. And again, like, if you have anything that you want to ask me, feel free to. I am here for you because I just love doing this. I love helping you guys out. And I'm trying not to get too sappy here, but I do appreciate my subscribers very much. So thank you all, and make sure if you're enjoying this to share with your friends and let them know so I can continue to do this. So I dipped and cleared, filed and buffed, and then this is me doing a second coat of Activator. And you can see with this finger that there is a little red ball spot. And if you would have finished this off and put a clear coat over it, you probably wouldn't have really noticed that in a picture, but I am so much of a perfectionist and this stuff bugs me to no end. So if you are a perfectionist like myself, then I will show you a little trick of how I fixed this problem. And it wasn't just that one, there was a few of them that I guess I got too aggressive with that. And I've never done the stiletto nails, so I don't know, I overfiled trying to get them the right shape, and there's some bald patches that I was not happy with. So let me show you exactly what I did. I tried actually with the base first, but of course, because you've already activated a lot, base isn't really going to work because it's just going to dry almost immediately when you put it on your finger. So what I did is I put a little bit of this powder into a cupcake liner, and then I took my Activator and dipped it into the powder and then just kind of painted it on. You need a good amount of Activator on your brush, and I ended up just kind of grabbing a dish and pouring a little bit of that Activator into a dish because I was having to, and you saw me grab the brush cleaner right there. I was having to clean off my brush after each time so I could stick it back into the Activator bottle, and that was not working out. It's taking too long. So just pouring out a little bit of your Activator into a little dish worked a lot better, and then you can get as much or as little, and kind of keep dipping it back and forth as much as you need to get it kind of liquefied, almost like you can paint it on like a polish. And I really didn't think that this was going to hold up, but after it dried, it just kind of it blended in together with the other one really nicely. But you just want to make sure that it's not too clumpy, because there was one that didn't quite work out. I ended up having to try and file it down a little bit, because you know me, I'm a perfectionist. It got a little clumpy and I couldn't leave it alone. But sometimes you just have to eventually just kind of leave it alone and let it be what it is. Just punch that perfectionism in the face and just let it be what it is. So I don't have filing and I don't have the top coat in this video, just for the sake of not being too long. You see that one in the middle, it's just kind of, I couldn't leave it alone. But if you do want to see filing or get some tips on top coat, I will put that in some other videos. So make sure that you are subscribed so that you can catch those other videos if you are interested in it. I also put out a video on how to build an apex if you're interested in that. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you give it a like. And that is pretty much it for this video. So I thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.